I can honestly say that my life is so much better, now that I have cut certain people out of it. Um, I refuse, you know, to give certain people my time. Um, my life is just so much better, and I can honestly say that I have accomplished a lot more, and it's not over. You know, people when you have people around you who are negative, a lot of the things that you could do, you may never reach your full potential because those people around you will be negative. And I'm not talking about somebody who's just being honest with you and telling you the truth. And I think that, a lot of times people in this world can mistaken rude for real, or somebody who's you know, just somebody who's just negative all the time or just trying to put you down all the time. That's not somebody who's telling you the truth about yourself. If anything, they're telling you the truth about how they really feel about you. And it's just amazing to me how people will do something to you, do something to get kicked out of your life, and then try to come back. And the fact that I have just reached different levels, even if we're talking about just emotionally, mentally, spiritually, however it is that you felt about yourself back then versus how you feel about yourself now, you're reaching a level of happiness, and the only way you're going to maintain that happiness if you keep certain people out of your life. It's important to even pray that God keep you, away from those people, or keep them people from calling you something, you know, because your happiness depends on it. And just by me not being bothered with certain people, it's only been maybe a year I've gone to school and gotten a license for something. You know, I'm I've sold a couple of my books, and that's just really encouraging. That encourages me to do more. People I know sometimes when they buy my book, they'll say, "Oh, can you please sign this?" I'm glad that they don't ask me for a picture because I don't know. It's about the message for me. But you will reach so many levels of happiness, and being a millionaire isn't success to everybody. You know, people have different. Um, I have a different definition of success. Success to me is just me being happy and content with my life. You know, me putting back in some way, and I feel like I'm giving back to the community or giving back to the world in some way. Um, like for instance, like with the my book is about it's a children's book, and it's for children who have lost a parent, and it's actually a happy book. Um, it's a book celebrating love and family, and it'll make you smile. And it's like I know that I wouldn't have been able to self-publish my book. I wouldn't have, gone back to school to trying to start my own business, get my own salon started had I had certain people in my life, you know. And it really amazes me how they always try to crawl back, even if it's umpteen years later. Please, y'all, just stay away and leave me alone. you know, I am just so happy right now, you know, and just for you to be someone who's always trying to help somebody else, and you're so loving and you're so kind to everybody else just naturally, when you finally get to a point where you realize I deserve that same love. And for all of you out there, if you don't receive it from people, learn how to give that love to yourself. You know, then this from this point on, you know, even all next year for the rest of my life, a lot of it is going. I still definitely gonna take care of family, no doubt about that. But this time, I'm not leaving myself out of it. It's gonna be a lot of self care, and just doing things to make me happy because I deserve it. You know, and the happier that you are, you know, mentally, and the happier you can be physically, you eating right, exercise and stuff like that, you having energy, you know, it's really important to, uh, I feel like you can be your own inspiration, you know. There may be a lot of people in this world. It may seem like, oh, you know, people trying to use you or try to mistreat you. But the truth of the matter is, people can only do what you allow. And if you cut people out of your life, or if somebody try to ask you for something and they're not people who's willing to, you know, give that same whatever they asking you, then say no and mean it and leave it alone. And there's no need to argue with anybody, because I personally refuse to argue with anyone. I'm not arguing with anyone. If you're not there for me, if you're the type of person who likes to use people, you're gonna get cut off. That is like, and I not lied to you, not. And people that I have around me now, they're nothing but loving and kind and strong and just all of these good things. Praise the Lord.